Oh, perfect.
All right, we're live and on air at the Mucky Duck, Norfolk Street. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out on a Tuesday on a rainy day in Houston, which is pretty common now. We were missing the rain for a long time, but I'm Alex Coba.
I'm Anna Alessandra.
And that's Grace Harrison. She didn't get the cue.
And I'm Grace Harrison.
That's Grace Harrison. Anna put this one together. I've been hosting a songwriter showcase series here for a while now, and I've had the privilege of inviting and bringing a lot of songwriters from all over this beautiful state of Texas and beyond. And Anna is a new addition to the staff here at the Duck and a wonderful singer-songwriter, and she asked if we wanted to do this, and then the first person that came to mind to invite to the stage was Grace.
Thank you for having
I
me.
met Grace and heard her songs and absolutely wanted to bring her on here, not only to share in the experience of being on the Duck stage. I know she's been on here a few times, but live streaming out to the wonderful world of all the Duck supporters. So I think Anna's going to kick it off, but we're just going to share some songs and some stories, enjoy the food. I love the food here at the Duck. I can't eat it before I sing because then I'm falling asleep and can't breathe because I'm eating all of the best carbs that they have to offer. But do support your staff. They've been wonderful since the pandemic and bringing us all back here to be able to do things like this. So thank you to Rusty and Teresa and everybody involved with the Duck for having us. So this is Anna Alessandra.
All right. Thanks, guys. Welcome to the Duck. I'm going to start off a song called Mama. Just wanted to get it really sad to begin with so we can lift you up later. This is a song I wrote for my mother, so who I believe is watching in London right now. So, hello. Mama, be what I need from you. Let me see the secrets too. Mama, be my watchful lark. I need your song to sleep through the dark. Mama tried to understand. My blood is whiskey, but not like our man. Mama, I'm just lost like you. I guess that's what we tend to do. Over land and stormy seas, Mama, we fly over these. Take my hand and please don't cry. Wipe my tears 1,000 times. And when the light is fading from every song you knew, remember what they said. There's a song inside you. Mama, does it hurt to die? You believe in past the sky. Mama, you're a temple maze on highest hill beyond all age. Mama, please, please love me less. You've done it all, now you may rest. Thank you. You can go to bed now, Mom.
Hi, Anna's mom, out in the internet world. All right, we're gonna do the sad ones.
Gotta start them off sad.
We'll play the sad ones, and Grace has all the pop, T Swift, happy breakup songs. This one, I started writing this one during the pandemic, right around the beginning of the pandemic. I thought 2020 was gonna be my year, man. I had a South by Southwest shows on the calendar. We had some tours planned out. I'm like, this is it. This is going to be a good one. And then couldn't leave the house. I'm like, well, I'll write songs about missing this and about missing y'all and being able to play music out. It's not about a real relationship, but the relationship that I have with the road and doing this. It's called Whoever He Is. When I wake up in the blue light of the morning, somewhere between my first and second coffee, it's when I start to miss you. I still can't sleep on your side of the bed. When I finally leave the house and go for that afternoon drive, hit the brakes between a yellow and a red light, I'm still reaching for you and praying to God we can make it out alive. And at times like this, I'm tired of being lonely, scared to death, not knowing if you're fine. And whoever he is, he better love you like I would if you were still mine. When the sun starts to set and it glows on your side of the couch, I find myself still looking for that pretty little smile, and I start to break down, not knowing if I'll see it again. And it's times like this, I'm tired of being lonely, scared to death, not knowing if you're fine. And whoever he is, he better love you like I would if you were still mine. So I sold that bed and I wrecked that car. I finally threw that couch for sale out there in the yard. 'Cause at times like this, I'm tired of being lonely, scared to death, not knowing if you're fine. And whoever he is, he better love you like I would. And yeah, whoever he is, he better love you like I would if you were still mine. Yeah, if you were mine. And whoever he is, he better love you like I would if you were still mine. Thank you.
That's a tough one to follow. Wow. Love that song.
Hey, can I get the mix in that monitor the way we said it when we started, please? Thank you.
So yes, Alex is right. I do have a lot of breakup songs. but I guess I'll start with a happy love song. I just got back from Nashville recording this one, and I'm excited to release it mid-January. So this one's called Fall With Me. I'm always sad to leave, the feeling of your company. Your eyes speak words to me. I can't help but believe you're something that I need. And I've already learned about lonely. I've already felt it all before. I'm just looking for the little something I've been waiting for. Fall with me into this feeling. I can promise you I'll never leave you there alone. Baby, fall with me. Don't let gravity bring us to the ground before we've had it all. I'm one step from the edge with you, so please, baby, fall with me. This past year's been a lot. Shoulders cried on battles fought. But you're my safer place, the refuge where I hide away. Can I say, baby, fall with me into this feeling? I can promise you I'll never leave you there alone. Baby, fall with me. Don't let gravity bring us to the ground before we've had it all. I'm one step from the edge with you, so please, baby, fall with me. Fall with me. Thank you guys. Could I get a little more voice in my monitor, please? Thank you.
Sorry, we're figuring things out. So mine's super flat, and I'm getting all their reverb in this center wedge.
All right. So you said you're it's coming out, your first single in early January. Awesome. That's awesome. All right. So I guess let's see. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. This song, well, it is a breakup song, but it's a dark and foreboding breakup song.
Strap in. If you're in a new relationship, sorry.
You can't be happy.
We're gonna talk about all the way it wasn't our fault,
Tuesdays
but
are
all
for
the way
breakups.
someone can mess up a relationship.
The song is called Exodus. Oh, Exodus is calling me once again. find me on the border of Mexico. I will keep the words he gave me till I reach the Rio Grande. There I'll lay them none gently till I run out to the sands. I need a choo-choo train sound, please. Oh, Exodus is calling me once again. I hear that great river rolling, telling me to get ahead. He walks me there through shadows, and he left me there for dead. All the street names I'm passing, all the stories I was fed. Oh, current, do take me to where the mountains grow. He won't come and find me on the border of Mexico. I will keep the words he gave me till I reach the Rio Grande. There I'll lay them down gently till I run out to the sands. Thanks, y'all.
Check. 1, 2, check. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, check 1, 2, test, test. All right. All right, I'll play you a happy one. Can't do all sad breakup songs. This is a song I worked on with a songwriting friend of mine. She's out of Waco. Her name is Jonna May. She's fantastic. And we recently played a festival together, and I was right before her set. And she was like, "Hey, you gonna play that song that we wrote together?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's on the set list." She goes, "Well, I wanna sing it." And I go, "Okay, just make it different." I was like, "It's in there. We rehearsed it. We're gonna do it." And but it's weird when you co-write with somebody and then you split and you go your own ways and you're working on your own songs. They become entirely different when you come back together and you haven't seen each other in a couple months. So this is one we worked on called "Easy," and it's one of the 2 happy songs that I have in my entire catalog. So if the Astros are playing, gotta play a happy song. We're part-time kids in a grown-up world with a full-time list to do. Even though I don't know quite where I'm going, I wanna go there with you. 'Cause you don't hold me down when I start floating away into something I could be. And when I'm slowing down, you keep me going. 'Cause there's so much more to be, baby. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. We're part-time lovers and always friends and occasional enemies. We'll start full-on fights just to watch them end, never too gone after you leave. And when you come around, baby, I know it. There's always a smile here on my face when I hear the sound of you pulling right back into my driveway. Baby, you make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy to open my eyes and close them at night. Every time that yours meet mine, you're so calm, collected and cool. You've stolen my heart, and now I'm taking my time with you. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. Yeah, you make it easy. Thank you.
Love that one too.
You make it sound easy.
I know. I love that. I think I'm going to do a happy one too, even though most of mine are kind of bitter revenge songs. I swear I'm happy, guys. This one is inspired by a good friend of mine who's a musician who plays here, Al Stahaley. He has written some bossa nova sounding songs, and I wanted a song like that. I love bossa nova. I love listening to that kind of music. And I was just fiddling around on the guitar and landed on this. So this one I just recorded as well, and it's called Nice Guy. There's something in the way you walk all over me. I wanna be moved by you, consumed by you. No hesitation, you just have this energy. When you're in the mood, I am too. What you wanna do, I'll do with you. I like when you're not a nice guy. Don't ask what I want for just one night. Take the lead for you and me tonight. Don't be a nice guy. We have this thing together I can't quite describe. Gentlemen with another side. I love them both and I know why. It's the confidence contagious like a bug. You make me feel like I'm enough, the only girl that you could love. I like when you're not a nice guy. Don't ask what I want for just one night. Take the lead for you and me tonight. Don't be a nice guy. Nice guys finish last, I'm told. I'm not sure I would know. I would know. Could know. Nice guys finish last, I'm told. I'm not sure I could know. Could know. Could know. I like when you're not a nice guy. Don't ask what I want for just one night. Take the lead for you and me tonight. Don't be a nice guy.
Thank y'all.
That was nice. I love bossa nova. Okay, so this is a sad song disguised as a happy song. So you don't know it's actually that bad. This is a song called Joni's Song. It's I lived in Australia for about a year. I was visiting family, and this very sweet older lady named Joni had passed away while I was there. I didn't know her or her family all that well. I had only met her a couple of times, so I was invited to the funeral, and I didn't really know what to do. So I wrote a song, and this was kind of I figured she was such a happy, really strong, hardworking woman, so she deserved kind of a happy, strong-working song. So it's kind of about her and her living in a place called the Valley, which was, kind of farmland, and it's about her. So I should put the capo on before I start. Hey, Joni, now where'd you go? Are you chasing bandits down in Mexico? You're incorrigible, so it seems. Are you in Temple Bar? Now don't go far. There's too many men who would love who you are. Oh, save some love for me. Are you in Adelaide? Now aren't you afraid? Ain't around there where bogans are made. Oh, you'll do fine, Joni. Hey, Joni. Hey, Joni, we miss you. Some of us wanna kiss you. Why'd you say goodbye? Hey, sweet pea, oh honey, you're looking kinda funny, way up there in the sky. Now, Joni, I know it's tough. The land's gotta be worked and the hours are rough, but you can lean on me. Just listen to those bellbirds sing, the wisteria's blooming. Can't you linger on? After all, this is your valley. Hey, Joni, we miss you. Some of us want to kiss you. Why'd you say goodbye? Hey, sweet pea, oh honey, you're looking kind of funny, way up there in the sky. Now, Joni, I know it's tough. I did the words wrong. Now, Joni, I know she's there. Keeping you there ain't really fair. Tell her love for me. I'm keeping your rainbows in an old teacup, so you can tell the sun to light the kitchen up. Until then, Joni. Hey, Joni, we miss you. Some of us want to kiss you. Why'd you say goodbye? Hey, sweet pea, oh honey, you're looking kind of funny, way up there in the sky, way up there in the sky.
All right, I'll play one that sounds happy just like Anna did, but it isn't. It's definitely a song about a relationship that I'll admit it was my fault. One time. But, you know, as a songwriter, you're on the road quite a bit, and I always introduce this song the same way, and my mom, she's been coming to shows lately whenever they're in the Houston area or, you know, they're in the hill country and they catch a show, and she has notes at the end of my sets, and she's like, maybe don't introduce that song that way anymore. If you're looking for a girlfriend or if you ever want to have a wife one day, don't let them know that you do dumb stuff when you're in a relationship. But it's a true story. I was out on the road, and I always say if you're a songwriter and you have a girlfriend, you're not homeless, and it's a beautiful thing to have electricity and Netflix passwords and all sorts of cool stuff. But if you come home and you're in the middle of an argument and you call her by the wrong name, it's a risk that you will lose it all in one afternoon. Unless you walk around the house and you start singing silly lyrics. And that's how this song started. It was just a joke song to get myself not kicked out of the house. And it made the first record. And I ran into the girl. We're still friends after the record came out, and she heard it on YouTube or something, and she's like, you're an idiot. But I like it. And it's just about being out on the road and fully understanding what it's like to have somebody at home. And everything they gotta go through and put up with when you're out there. Are you the one I met out east in Carolina? Green eyes, a golden heart, and a gypsy soul. Taller than the pines up on that sugar mountain. Sweeter than the waters flowing in the Roanoke. Well, you don't have to tell me that I've been on this road too long. You don't have to tell me I should be home before your memories are gone. Are you the queen that I left high in Colorado, reigning over me on top of Castle Peak? Was drowning in your blue eyes there in crystal water. Never thought that I could bring myself to leave. Well, you don't have to tell me that I've been on this road too long. You don't have to tell me I should be home before your memories are gone. When who you are to me, how it gets lost when I'm out living in this in-between. You don't have to tell me, I already know. Don't tell me, I already know. Don't tell me, I already know. Don't tell me. Thank you.
So this next song is about an awkward situation I had about a year ago with one of my guy friends, now ex-friend. Anyway, and I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen, but most of the time if you write a song about someone, chances are you're not going to have to play it for them. They're not going to be in the room.
They just show up to shows.
Yeah, well, this person did. So at my last gig, sure enough, he was in the audience, and I was thinking, oof, you know this is about you. There's giveaways. Anyway, this one's called Torture. You threw away my honesty, and honestly, that jaded me, but I can fake it. In retrospect, I blame the whiskey. Don't worry, love, it's history. We're just friends. Just friends, just friends. But don't look me in the eye no more. Don't smile the way you did before. I'm doing my best, but still loving you. It's torture, pure torture. The friend zone is a shame to know. Now I'm licking my wounds, stitching up my ego, pretending I don't adore you, babe. It's torture, pure torture. Don't let me down on Friday night, and then you try to play polite just because you decide you're feeling nice, and my hopes get a little high. It's all too much, and I'm done, I'm done. So don't look me in the eye no more. Don't smile the way you did before. I'm doing my best, but still loving you. It's torture, it's torture. The friend zone is a shame to know. Now I'm licking my wounds, stitching up my ego, pretending I don't adore you, babe. It's torture, pure torture. So don't drive me home, give me your coat, 'cause I don't know how to say no. You're no good for me, I've warned you that it's torture. Don't drive me home, give me your coat, 'cause I don't know how to say no. You're no good for me, I've warned you that it's torture. So don't look me in the eye no more. Don't smile the way you did before. It's torture, it's torture.
you guys.
Wow. And he was there when you played that?
He was there.
Rough.
Yep.
That'll lead you to drink heavy and then drive home.
Mm-hmm.
Did he know he was in the friend zone before he went to the show?
I don't know,
Or he
but
just
I think,
here
I
it
think
is,
it was
man.
clear. I
Like,
think it was clear after
here
the
you-
song.
Yeah, well, yeah, if he didn't get it
Yeah.
after that one. No, it's a great song. Love it.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
do feel for him though.
Yeah, right. Poor guy. Okay, so I'm going to do a song called Parted Waters. This is just a song about kind of going through people who can't quite be together, overcoming obstacles, bad timing, all things that get in your way. Seas, very large oceans, those do it sometimes. So this is about that. So where's my guitar? I don't think I have it in my monitor. That's all right. Silence broken, I told you everything I knew. You weren't ready for it, but somehow believed it too. I left you with a bag of bells, and a letter of all my truths. I couldn't tell just how you'd feel, but now your words are proof. I wondered all these years on years if you could ever come back to me. I saw your life as a set piece. You saw me out there wandering free. But freedom's just an uttered word when your heart's locked in a box. Now I know I found the key, and all these years have fallen off. How is it we've come so far, and there's still dust in our eyes? The sands still have dunes to feed, and they rise up like the tides. We're going over parted waters, hoping desperately to find a way to bring them down again and leave the past behind. Perhaps if it were a sunny day and flowers had early bloomed, the birds were great in May's sweet face as she held the hands of June. Surely a tempest would be sent in the eyes of such a sight. For beauty and art, like all the rest, must wait till time is right. And tempesty and cold dark nights will be there in our path. I've never known a love poem to shed the verses of its wrath, but like a truth I'll wear the sheaths we uttered despite fears, a cloak much stronger than the storms, one that's held me through the years.
Can I get less vocal in the monitor and more of the house, please? Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna do. You did a funny audience song where he showed up, right? I wrote this one at the end of a situationship, and I didn't know that her parents had bought a table for the show later on that week. And you can't really see much when you're on stage and all the lights are on you and everything. You can maybe see like the first row of tables, and this was during the pandemic, so they were selling tables, and we were at a Main Street Crossing in Tomball. And sure enough, they bought the table right there, right in front. And I recognized her mom, and I'm like, well, can't introduce the song the way that I wanted to, and the way that I rehearsed. So I'm just going to make up something on the fly, and hopefully it goes over well. It's the first time that I ever played the song. And it's just about, it's that little game that you play at the end where you don't know if it's completely over or if it's on, and then someone will text you just to kind of keep the conversation going and try not to respond. So that fun thing. I'm sure you guys have no idea what that is about, right? I know you've been married for like, what, 20? How many years? You've been married for 5 years? So you're all right, right on. I would guess a lot longer than that. But that's cool. This song's called The Game. That time when you thought that I was sleeping, I heard you tell your mama on the phone that I could never give you what you needed, and maybe you'd be better off alone. Maybe I forgot about your birthday, got a little lost on my way home. And maybe I don't ever say the right things. Maybe I don't listen, 'cause I already know if I'm everything you say I am. If your bags are packed and waiting by the door, if the game is really over, then why we keeping score? I don't want to hear that it needs fixing, and you don't want to hear me stumbling. At 2 a.m. I'm too gone to remember. Oh, I bet you won't let me forget. If I'm everything you say I am, if your bags are packed and waiting by the door, if the game is really over, then why we keeping score? Why we keeping score? If I'm everything you say I am, if your bags are packed and waiting by the door, if the game is really over, then why we keeping score? Yeah, and why we keeping score? Yeah, and why we keeping score? And why? Thank you.
right, this next one is probably one of my pettier songs. Yeah.
I don't know. Torture.
Not torture?
No, like there's a collection about my ex, but it started because my mother, who's in the audience, thank you for coming. She used to tell me this sarcastic saying, like if I'm complaining about something, she'll be like, "Sorry, Charlie." She's not sorry. So I took that, ran with it, and this is "Sorry, Charlie."
You were failing law school, so cheers to my last laugh. And I'm on my way to Aspen, because life goes on like that. And I'm not petty, cause I'm right where I should be. Truth isn't known to be polite, and I've got no apologies. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're lonely without me. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're searching for something, cause I'm thriving, riding this wave away from you. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that I don't miss you. You never had to get the tab, no, I paid for it all. Wonder if she'll make you pay her back when you on a ball. No, I'm not the bitter kind of type, but I'll be bitter about you. Left your legacy behind, and it's just as shady too. Cause I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're lonely without me. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're searching for something, cause I'm thriving, riding this wave away from you. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that I don't miss you. And I'm kicking myself more than anybody else, cause I should've known to stay alone than to put myself through hell. And I'm kicking myself more than anybody else, cause I should've known to stay alone than to put myself through hell. Cause I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're lonely without me. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that you're searching for something, cause I'm thriving, riding this wave away from you. I'm not sorry, Charlie, that I don't miss you.
Thank you guys.
That was a burn. I need you to write all my bitter songs because mine are stuck in the back, like ready for metal thrashing. So you're way more poetic than I am. I just have the sad and the happy, but. Let's see. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this one tonight, but because yesterday was Halloween, I think maybe it'd be kind of fun to do. This is not my song, but it's a song about chocolate. So we should all be all right with that, right? I usually do a kazoo with this, but just because Alex can't hear too much kazoo from me in 1 week, we're just going to spare you.
But her kazoo playing is exceptional.
It's really good. It's actually my best attribute. Well, I don't go to church on Sunday. Don't get on my knees to pray. Don't worry about the books of the Bible. I got my own special way. I know Jesus loves me, maybe just a little bit more. I fall to my knees every Sunday at Sorrel Delee's candy store. it's got to be a chocolate Jesus. Makes me feel good inside. Got to be a chocolate Jesus to keep me satisfied. Well, I don't want no Abba Zaba, don't want no almond joy. There ain't nothing better now suitable for this boy. Girl, it's the only thing that can pick me up better than a cup of gold. It's the only a chocolate Jesus will satisfy my soul. When the weather gets hot and it's whiskey in the shade, it's best to wrap your savior up in cellophane. He flows like big and muddy, but that's okay. Pour him over ice cream for a nice parfait. This is my kazoo part, but I'm not gonna do it for you. Well, it's got to be a chocolate Jesus, good enough for me. Got to be a chocolate Jesus, good enough for me. Is this also a song about chocolate?
No. I don't have any songs about chocolate. We were talking about that in the green room a second ago, and it's like, hey, if you don't know what you're going to play next, just kind of tag off whatever the last person played. That's a hard setup. I don't have any songs about Jesus or chocolate.
Or chocolate.
But this is a song about prayer. That'll work, right? All right, cool. So I was fortunate enough to grow up in the Rio Grande Valley. I grew up in Harlingen, Texas, and I was raised by two farming families. One side of my family did a lot of the farming. We farmed sorghum. And the other side of the family did all the trucking. And learned a lot of life lessons down there. And I remember one of the most profound ones that I was taught that I didn't remember until I was a lot older. An uncle of mine who was a full-time firefighter, he's out there in the middle of harvest season, and if you've never been in harvest or anywhere around that, it's hot and it's dusty and it sucks. And that's about the only way you could describe it. And I made it out eventually, and I figured, man, this guy has a full-time job, there's no reason for him to be here. And I'd asked him why he had to go back and work it when I didn't have a choice. I was about 13, knowing everything. And he said, sometimes we do things as men so that it's just enough. I'm like, all right, whatever. But way later on in life, I figured exactly what that meant. So I wrote this song, and I had the image in my head. I grew up right next door to my grandparents' house, and I got to see my grandfather leave notes for my grandma way early in the morning after breakfast and things when we were leaving. And I always wondered what their conversations were like early in the morning during harvest season. So this is a song that I wrote for them and for my other grandparents as well, just about what it's like during harvest season in the valley. Honey, I'm going to try and sell a load of something that I harvested early in the morning before you were up. And I left some coffee warming for you in the pot, 'cause I know you'll need it first thing in the morning when the kids get up. And would you say a little prayer that this yields just enough to be enough? If you don't mind, dear, could I ask you for another day where you keep it all together and pray for clear weather while I'm away? And I know this season has been harder than the one before, but I'll work it even longer to try to one day afford not to have to say a little prayer that it's enough to be enough. Enough to make it through another long winter and try to help my brother out. His farm has been in better days than it's in now. If we can make it to another hot summer, it'll be our Independence Day, when we won't have to worry if the kids will be okay. We'll just say a little prayer and give thanks that it's enough to be enough. Headed home now, and every mile marker seems to serve to remind me of all the little prayers you said over the years, that my truck may make it and I can somehow outrun the storm, and that all this time away from you is worth fighting for. So won't you wear down another couple beads on that rosary for me, and pray that it's enough. Enough to make it through another long winter and try to help my brother out. His farm has been in better days than it's in now. Can make it to another hot summer, it'll be our Independence Day, when we won't have to worry if the kids will be okay. We'll just say a little prayer and give thanks that it's enough. We'll just say a little prayer and give thanks that it's enough to be enough. Just say a little prayer and give thanks that it's enough to be enough. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Is that released yet?
Yeah, it's on the first record.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. So as a songwriter, I think, sometimes you write songs about your life in the moment, and then sometimes you're writing about just topics in general. And I wrote this song at the tail end of a relationship. At the time, I didn't know it was the tail end of it, but it's funny, it kind of came true. So somewhere my subconscious leaked into this. So this one's called Out of Love. You say I'm dramatic and you say that I'm too much. Well, I say you're underwhelming, you're hardly into love. Where the good times go, they're so far, but I can see these unrequited feelings, they're just not suiting me. I'm falling out of love, 'cause what this is just ain't enough. I'm running out of trust, there's no more from me to give, 'cause I'm all out of love. I've got an intuition, it's poking at my brain. You're the one that's different.
I'll always be the same. Please don't get me wrong, it was fun while it was new, but I should've known all along that I can't count on you. I'm falling out of love, 'cause what this is just ain't enough. I'm running out of trust. There's no more for me to give, 'cause I'm all out of love. Took it all, now there's no more. But you got what you were looking for. You took it all, now there's no more. But you got what you were looking for. I'm falling out of love, 'cause what this is just ain't enough. I'm running out of trust. There's no more for me to give, so I'm all out of love, out of love. I'm all out of love, out of love. I'm all out of love.
Thank you.
All right. So I moved to Texas, I guess about three and a half years ago now. I had never really lived here before, or been here before much, but my mom's a musician. We grew up listening to a lot of old country tunes, Christopherson, old Ray Charles country, and Jerry, R.I.P. I haven't written a lot of country music, so this was my attempt at one. It's very simple, but it's about jukeboxes and country bars. And there is a phrase in there, Mom, if you're still watching, I don't really mean it. It's just for the song, so you haven't heard
She
it
means
yet.
it, Mom. Come on. You're an artist too, you understand.
You gotta make add the drama a little bit. Jukeboxes and country bars, pool beer tips and cheap cigars. Jukebox love never seems to die. Maybe that's why their melodies never make me cry. Never been country, never got it done. Missed out cropping my tans in the sun. My boots don't squeak right, a hat never fit, and I never had that honky-tonkin' bra-loving grit. But I did have my mama and I did have my daddy, and the times together were the worst that I had. Just kidding. So I put on my... So I put in a chord and lift my head to the sky, and that jukebox melody has always stopped me from crying. Love's never found me, least not one I've known, though my music collection has always kept growing. So I played her the melody and I played her these strings, and my words and my chords can provide what that old jukebox brings. Talk about jukeboxes in country bars, pool beer tips and cheap cigars. Jukebox love never seems to die. Maybe that's why their melodies never make me cry. Never make me cry. Never make me cry.
Just kidding, Mom.
Should have waited till after so I remember the next lyrics. But
That wasn't that bad of a lyric. I have lyrics where it's talking about being strung out on heroin and cocaine, which aren't true, but I mean, it leans to the song, and then my mom's like, don't sing that song. My friends listen to you. I'm a professional and a pillar in our community. I'm like, right on. Tell them to buy a record, buy a shirt, something. This song. So I'll play this last one, and this is a song that I wrote with a really talented songwriter. I've been co-writing a lot lately, and I hope to one day write with both of these talented writers on stage. But this is one that I wrote with Brian Douglas Phillips. He's out of Austin. He's extremely talented, multi-instrumentalist, and yeah, he's one of those guys. You bring an idea and you bring a hook and you bring some progressions too, and then he just kind of helps you piece it all together. And this will be one of the next singles that comes out. It's called "Only Got Myself to Blame." Only got myself to blame. Like a beggar back out on the street again. Like a drowning man who just keeps swimming toward the wave. Hoping that the winds are gonna change. Only got myself to blame. Stuck out in the desert praying for a little rain. Serving 99 to life and still just counting down the days. Hoping that the winds are gonna change. I swore I wouldn't let her in. Wouldn't go down that road again. I swore I wouldn't drop the guard around my heart, but the walls are crumbling. I know better, 'cause it always ends the same. Only got myself to blame. Only got myself to blame. She came in spinning out of control like a hurricane. I let her pick me up and just carry me away. She made a mess of everything. I swore I wouldn't let her in. Wouldn't go down that road again. I swore I wouldn't drop the guard around my heart, but the walls are crumbling. And I know better, 'cause it always ends the same. I know better, 'cause it always ends the same. You know that I have been here before, and you know that I'll come back for more. I never learned to learn from my mistakes. I swore I wouldn't let her in. Wouldn't go down that road again. I swore I wouldn't drop the guard around my heart, but the walls are crumbling. I know better, 'cause it always ends the same. I know better, 'cause it always ends the same. Only got myself to blame. Only got myself to blame. Thank you.
I think that's my favorite of yours. Okay, Okay, so this next song I wrote about my time in St. Andrews. I actually studied abroad for the full 4 years. Well, 3. The last year I spent at home because of COVID, but it was so dreamy. I know, Anna, you've spent some time in London, so I'm sure you know, like, just a UK winter is unlike anything else. You know, they have seasons, and it's just so romantic, and I wanted to write a song that kind of reflected that. So this one's called Place to Go.
Is there a place where we can be somewhere all alone without a trace? Sideways kisses as we stroll, your arms will keep away the cold. Do you know a place to go? Is there a time you need to be home, or are you mine for the whole night? I've got my hopes set on sunrise. Your hand fits mine just like a mold. Do you know a place to go? We could wander aimlessly down a glowy market street, or tiptoe our way through the snow, unless you know a place to go. A place to go. A place to go. A place to go.
Thank you, guys. Oops.
So I think we're going to do one more round of songs, so 3 more. Couple of things I guess we should tell everybody a little bit. So you've got January singles coming out. You're working on some music right now as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll have some singles out, probably about January, February.
Awesome. I'm working on some stuff as well, so all of us, come the new year, should have some fun things out on the market.
But where can they follow you?
Yes, exactly. So probably Instagram, Anna Alessandra, 1 L, 2 S's. So at Anna Alessandra Music, or AnnaAlessandra.com.
I'm at Alex Coba Music, or alexcoba.com.
And I'm the Grace Harrison on Instagram.
The.
Some other girl is Grace Harrison and does not want to let me buy her username. Anyway,
So you're like, I'm the
official.
Awesome. And we just super thankful to be here on the stage with Alex and Grace. I think it's a really fun mix. We got some soul, some country, some pop, some bossa nova, some folk. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. And thank you to the Mucky Duck for having us. And this song is a follow-up to your Scotland story. So this is a song I actually wrote with my mother, Denise Mangiardi. She and I went to Scotland probably about 5 years ago now. And I bought a novel there that was written called Ardenish Was Home. And it's about a guy who goes to Gallipoli, falls in love with a woman, plans to bring her back home. And while they're on their way home after all the war, and she's carrying his unborn child, their unborn child, he perishes. Yes, it's a very sad book. So I went home to my mom. After we came home from the trip, and I was like, I want to write a song. I was like, give me Scottish wave mists, dark and, stormy, whatever. And so she gave me the chords, and then I wrote the lyrics. So this is Sailors on the Wind, a.k.a. Ardenish Was Home. And I'm going to get to record this very soon and send it to the guy who wrote the book, which I'm very excited about. So. Sailors on the wind, proud and honest fighting men, thrown like told her stories as I lay. Cannon shook the crimson bay. She took my hand, I knew it true. She was the land that I once knew. Chanters there to lie, where the bonny battles cry, neath the heather where they're lain. Yours forever till again. Tides come and go, till cold death shall blind mine eyes. You will be my Highland bride, play one soft by trembling string, and I will come to you again. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're running a little bit short on time, so I'll play you a short one. This song's called Tennessee Queen, and I wrote it about Johnny Cash and June Carter. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan, and I didn't really realize the amount of stuff he put her through until I read all the books, and then I saw the movie, and I was like, man, that's a strong lady to put up with that. And then for him to flip his whole life around just to be with this one person, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I need someone to make me better. This is called Tennessee Queen. Johnny said, June, I could be your one and only if you would be my Tennessee queen. I quit going down to Memphis, stop drinking with that boy they call the king. You might think I'm crazy, but I swear that I'm crazy for you. And if it takes forever, I swear I'm gonna marry you. 'Cause I found some light that was buried down deep inside of me, when I found faith in prayer instead of amphetamines. And I live every day to be that man you know that I can be, if you say you'll be my Tennessee queen. You said, John, I could be your one and only. If you promise you can be my man, like that rock that stands out on that raging water. I need your strength more than that man in black. They might say we're crazy, and heaven knows that it might be true. But if it takes forever, June, I'm gonna marry you. 'Cause I found some light that was buried down deep inside of me. When I found faith in prayer instead of amphetamines. And I live every day to be that man you know that I can be. If you say you'll be my Tennessee queen. Found some light that was buried down deep inside of me. When I found faith in prayer instead of amphetamines. And I live every day to be that man you know that I can be. If you say you'll be. If you say my Tennessee queen. Thank you so much. Miss Grace Harrison, finish out the night.
All right. This last one is one of my mom's favorite songs that I wrote, and I didn't think I was going to play it tonight, but it looks like I am, and it's called Better Off with Goodbye. So it's about an ex, another song about an ex. But no, it's like wanting someone to move on so you can too. So. I need you to fall in love with someone else. Tell me she's forever, so I'll tell myself that it's time to find the hidden silver lining. It's alright if the stars are no longer aligning. Make it clear to me, so I'll make peace with history. You and I are better off with goodbye. Close to feeling closure, but I'd like to know you're doing fine on your own. It's not that I want you again, maybe sometimes now and then, but every season has its end. Is it time to find the hidden silver lining? It's alright if the stars are no longer aligning. Make it clear to me, so I'll make peace with history. You and I are better off with goodbye. Is it time to find the hidden silver lining? It's alright if the stars are no longer aligning. Make it clear to me, so I'll make peace with history. You and I are better off with goodbye. You and I are
better off with goodbye. You and I are better off with goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Mom, can I come write with you? Is that cool? We just co-write the whole next record. So we are off air. The light just switched off. But this is, of course, the Grace Harrison. Ala Alessandra. I'm Alex Coba. If you've never been to a duck show, the way that it goes is they're streaming out to all of their wonderful followers.